Hello, in this tutorial of the Delta Perform platform, we're going to show you how the task management system works inside Perform. We're going to show you on this particular well the initial artificial lift installation processes. So inside the phases, we've mapped out all of the tasks that we say we're going to perform for this well, from killing the well to nippling up the BOP, rigging up the pulling unit, unloading the tubing, tallying our tubing, what all items we actually need to be on location for this particular task. And as we're getting into here, you can see that now we'll walk into Perform on the app on the right side, get signed in. We're going to get into the same well there in the Delaware Basin, the Neil Lethco 5WA in this completion. You can see that our screens are the similar inside here. So currently we show that the rig is in the makeup ESP phase. And we can see that this is the specific ESP makeup system design that the operator and the ESP, the artificial lift company, came up with for this particular well. Now, looking into here, we can see that we've already had some issues on location. We can see when we started where they started that task, and then we had a delay. Motor failure. The motor failed to hold oil, a seal issue, and that the technician replaced the seal. Now this timeline that's right here, these are very close to each other because it's just a demo inside there. But we're trying to show how once we start a task, add notes into task, how that data goes live. And you can see over here on the right hand side on the app, I'm going to go ahead and end the task, and we'll populate, refresh here. We'll see that the task has been ended. What the goal of this is that we communicate this for you directly from the device that your consultant or company man is using on location, directly from Perform and into WellView for you, or into OpenWells. And there's several ways that we're able to do that for you. One is through an API, and the other is through a repository communication flow. Whichever you prefer is what we're able to do. Another tidbit inside here is that inside of a task, at any time you're able to go to that task and input a note. It might be a note for handover, or it might just be a note of ESP assembled good, start, run and hold. All this data is communicated live and directly into WellView for you to give you a better amount of data. Okay, carrying on. Once we go into an implementation or a pilot, we sit down and we review procedures with you, but we start setting anticipated durations for items that we probably are not tracking at this moment. We define those, and you can see on here the anticipated durations. Inside Perform, we know that Perform gives us the data. Right now we're currently in trip in the hole with the ESP on the tubing. We're gathering all this data and compiling it. So we're able to now put reports together to pull efficiency reports across all your workover rigs or your drilling rigs or frac fleets of how long should each one of these take. So we'll go ahead and do one real quick. Let's do a makeup ESP. We're going to set from December last year to today. We'll let it populate out, and then we'll go ahead and export it over to Excel. And we can see here that Perform has pulled the report out, and as we go through a comparison, we can see that on these makeup ESPs for these couple of wells, that the estimated duration was 3 hours. This one is 2. Somebody was trying something different, obviously. But we can now go through and see what our anticipated duration should be from now on, set new standards for each and every task and process. By measuring the points that we measure, we're able to gather an immense amount more of data to enable you to make more and better and more significant improvements in your operations. But don't forget, it's not just improvements in that one rig, it's improvements across your whole fleet, creating uniformity and compliance to not just your standards, but everybody else's standards of OSHA and safety and everything out there. Hey, thank you for your time. If you have any questions, give me a shout or send me an email. Thank you.